Hi guys, so if you haven't read the title of this video, this is going to be a what's in my case video. I decided to film this because there's lots of videos on YouTube of what's in my bag and things like that, but to be honest, I prefer to see what's in people's clarinet cases. I'm always intrigued to see if anyone has anything in their cases that's different to me, anything weird that you have that I don't have, or if I have things that no one else has in my case. Always really intrigued to see what you have. And I get a lot of questions on my Instagram as to what clarinets I have, what my barrel is, what ligature I use, my mouthpiece, my reeds, all of that. So today I'm going to be showing you everything that I keep in my clarinet case. So my case is a BAM double trekking case in red, and I have packed it full with random stuff. So it has 3 pockets. So in the top pocket, first of all, this is the case that my microphone came in, and in here I keep things that I would use during orchestra, so I can just put this next to my stand while I'm in orchestra and I know I have all of this stuff that I can use. I don't need to run back to my case. So in here I have some sandpaper. This is just extra fine sandpaper that I use for when my reeds are too hard. I just give them a sand down. I have these little mouthpiece patches. If I clean my mouthpiece and it's falling off, I just put on a new one. I have a Van Doren bass clarinet reed, size 3.5. I have an empty reed packet. I have Van Doren 4. Lots of empty reed cases. I haven't cleaned out my case, so I have a lot of rubbish in here. A Van Doren V12 in 3.5. I have a hair tie for in rehearsal. I have a Cordia reed clipper. I just got mine off eBay. Super good because a lot of my reeds go soft really easily. Just give them a little clip, or they're really good for teaching. I have some Panadol, and I have some lip balm just in case I get really dry lips in rehearsal. The second thing I have in the top pocket is my reed case. This is a custom reed case by Ken Case. He has a website, I'll link that down below. So with this case you get to choose the kind of wood that he uses. You get to choose if you have an inlay, you can get an engraving, so I just got my initials, and you get to choose the colour of the inside as well. So all of my reeds are basically V12s, Van Doren size 3.5 or 4, or D'Addario's the Reserve Classic in size 4. Next thing I have is this little fingering book. I got this from my teacher in high school who gave it to me when I graduated. This is a very cool little book. It's 303 clarinet fingerings and 276 trills by Alan Sim. So this has, for example, if you turn to page with A, it says how you play an A. It has fingerings for an A if you want it to be sharper or flatter. It has trills for tones and semitones. And which ones are easier, which ones are most popular. It also has little notes as to for different repertoire and which fingerings are most useful for those pieces. It's really good. Next thing I have is a tuner. I have the Boss TU80 tuner and metronome, very essential. I have another reed in my case. Ooh, next thing I have is a breath builder. My teacher uses this for all of his students. So it's basically just a little tube that has a ping pong ball at the bottom, and you put this little straw in here, and it's really good for practicing your air support. So you need to keep the ping pong ball at the top of the tube when you're breathing in and breathing out like this. So that's really good for your air support and for helping you breathe in as well. Next thing I have is a neck strap. I've just been using this recently because I've had some arm pain. This is a Beaumont Music clarinet neck strap. Next thing I have is some tissues. Very good. And at the bottom of my case I have some random reeds. I have bass clarinet 3.5. V12s 3.5 and a V21 3.5. So that's what's in the top part of my case. Okay, So as well as having the front pocket, there is a back pocket, which is where I keep a whole bunch of sheet music. So in here at the moment I have Tone, Technique and Staccato by Gulper. This has lots of good little exercises. It's good for all different levels of clarinetists. I have the Beaumont method with lots of little sticky notes for all the different sections. I kind of want to do this over the summer, just go through the whole book. Good little project to do. I have some music that I'm playing in orchestra at the moment. I have Mendelssohn Symphony 4, the Italian Symphony, and I have the Bartok Romanian folk dances. I have the Rubank Selected Duets for Clarinet Volume 1, Easy and Medium 1. This is good for teaching, and at the moment I'm recording a few of these duets just to put on Instagram. I have some pieces that I just played for my recital. So I have the Steve Reich New York Counterpoint. I have Paganini's Capriccio number 24. I have Shalom Aleichem Rov Feiben by Bela Kovacs. I have Kneecap Maneuver by Annie Perotta. And I have the Brahms Clarinet Sonatas. And the last thing in my sheet music part are the Close Complete Method. This is a massive book full of heaps of technical exercises and scales. It is fantastic, and hopefully one day I will get through the whole book. Okay, and then finally I have the main section of my case which holds my clarinets. So in here, first of all, in the little accessories compartment, I have my cleaner. The one that I'm using at the moment is a Beaumont music one in blue. The Beaumont ones are fantastic. I have some cigarette paper. I do not smoke, but I use these on the pads of my clarinet when they get water in them. I have a pencil. You gotta always have a pencil for rehearsals. I have a rainbow ligature. I bought this from the Clarinet website. I'll link where to get this down below. I have the ligature that I used to use, which was a Rovna Dark, which is just a really good classic ligature. Okay, and then onto my equipment. I currently am using a Rico H ligature in gold, and I'm playing on a Van Doren M30 lyre mouthpiece. Then I have my set of clarinets, so I'm playing on Buffet R13 Prestige clarinets, both my B flat and my A. I have a Moba barrel in granadilla wood. This is a 66, and a matching Moba bell. And then I have the little K&M stands as well, which fit nicely into my case. So that is what's in my case. Yeah, I would really love if any of you could also film a video. I'm really interested to see what's in everyone else's cases. If you have things that I don't have, or we both have these weird things in our cases, let me know. Thanks. Like, share and subscribe. Thanks guys. Lol.